Hi there, my name is William, creator of Muonio TV. Today's video is about, to quote Wind in the Willows, messing about in boats. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and of course leave us a comment. And why not join me again next week for another story about life above the Arctic Circle. I met Juha some years ago when he was out walking with his partner Ninni and their dogs. Rolli, their Lappish dog, would always come up to me to say hello and have a chat and have a good scratch. When I was planning to make the Salmon Week videos, I was looking for someone to take me out on their salmon boat. When Ninni told me that Juha was a fan of Muonio TV, I was of course flattered and offered to make a fishing video about him. I'd also heard that Rolli was a great salmon fishing fan and he often went out with Juha in his boat. When nothing was happening, Rolli would take a nap in the front of the boat, snoring loudly but carefully not to scare away the salmon. But then, when a salmon was caught, he starts yodeling, telling everybody, "Yoo-hoo, we caught a fish!" To my delight, Juha agreed to the video and invited me to come out with him one evening to go fishing. In my mind, I thought I was going to make a video about catching a salmon, but Juha and Rolli had something else in mind. We drove to Rovaniemi, about 20 kilometers south of Muonio, to a place on the Muonio River where Juha keeps a salmon boat he made on a plot rented from his uncle. Juha also makes some tumbler lures himself, usually pre-season in the spring, and has been known to sell some of these. Juha started fishing with his father and got hooked on the hobby after catching his first salmon, which was about 7 kilos. He usually goes salmon fishing after midsummer when the river level settles down following the snow meltwater and the debris that brings. The biggest salmon he has caught was 18.2 kilos and he catches on average 10 salmon a year. On the shore, Juha set up his boat, Rolli jumped in and they both set off alone, which gave me some time to get some good drone footage. It was turning into a beautiful early autumn evening with low sunlight creating some distinctive contrasts. After about an hour, Juha came back to shore and asked me to join him. This is when a whole new world opened up. Getting into the boat, I caught a faint whiff of the outboard engine fuel, which reminded me of dive boats and of course adventure. Juha rowed us out into the middle of the river, set his lines under the supervision of Rolli, and then we drifted with Juha rowing across the river. Juha's skill is amazing. I love to watch people who are competent and confident in what they do. Crisscrossing the river, he kept the lines from snagging and on occasion rowed upstream at the same pace as the river to hold us steady. This was an amazing feeling. I'm used to standing on the shore watching the water rush by, but sitting in the middle of the river and watching the waters run by is something new. Rolli napped in front but was quick to supervise every time Juha adjusted his lines. Juha is the type of man that only speaks when he has something to say. It's liberating to spend time with someone without the need to speak in that uncomfortable silence. You get to feel, absorb and share an experience. You feel the subtle temperature changes as the sun goes down. You can smell the different air changes. You see the smaller fish jumping in the shallows. You feel the meditative sounds of the water passing the boat and the oars dipping into the water. You become very aware of how the setting light changes the colours in the nature around you. I forgot all about fishing. Finally, the pace and power of Juha's rowing increased as he effortlessly rowed us back upstream to the landing area, which was no mean feat. We didn't get our fish that day, and for that I was actually glad. I think the excitement of catching something would have overridden the other sensations. As Juha said, most times it's like that. You go fishing to relax, to get your mind somewhere else, to see the animals on shore, to be in nature, the silence and the peacefulness.